Hello there, coffee fiends. It's the Mean Bean Machine for www.getbeaned.com, and we're back again with another coffee review. Today we are still on the cold brew hype because it's still warm outside. It will be warm for a while, hopefully. It's a British summer. It might not be warm for a while. But yeah, we've picked up another cold brew. Rather than kind of beans again. And this is a Dept or Dept, like department cold brew coffee. We've gone for the original version. There is a cola version and a ginger ale version to these. A bit like the Sandhouse. They've tried to kind of branch out. However, we've just gone for the original cold brew, so see what the coffee itself is like. Now, it says it's kind of roasted for purpose, their beans, which is interesting. You don't often get a cold brew roast. I'm sure those selling cold brews obviously keep that in mind with their roasts, but you often get a roast and then you go, oh, that'd be good with the cold brew. It's interesting that they've roasted this with cold brew in mind. Now, we got this from Tap Coffee in Soho, down in Wardour Street. Lovely, lovely little coffee shop. I've been there a couple of times. And they were selling these for £3 a bottle. So that's £3 for, £3 for 250 millilitres. So you're actually getting more than the Sandow's kind of premium luxury bottle thing, which I think is 200 millilitres for about £3. But that is their luxury product. Their tins are about 250 millilitres and cans, and are slightly cheaper. But yeah, so this seems to be the price point. £3 or thereabouts seems to be the price point for cold brew. Yeah, certainly in London and the southeast at the moment. If there are cheaper options further north, please do let me know, because I may well relocate. So yeah, we're going to give this cold brew a try. Like I said, picked it up in Tap Coffee down in Wardour Street. Great little spot. And we will be putting up a review of that sooner or later. So do keep an eye out for that. Now, let's give this a go. What's interesting is it's got quite a light kind of look to it, look and feel. It's not too dark. Comes out quite nicely though. Look at that. Lovely. Let's give it a go then. Oh, lovely strong coffee smell. Oh, that's a really dark, kind of rich coffee taste to it, and that's lovely. That's lovely. Some of the other cold brews we've tried have been a little bit milder, perhaps a bit more refreshing in the sense that I don't want to say they're more watery. They're not more watery, but they've obviously got less of a caffeine content, so they haven't got that kind of really rich coffee nature to it, and they're kind of nice for barbecues. That you could probably have one for a barbecue, and then the caffeine content is gonna kind of, you're not going to drink that and go, oh yeah, that's quenched my thirst. Not that you necessarily would with a cold brew, but that's not, you're going to drink that and go, damn, that's a nice coffee. Yeah, if it's too warm for coffee, you're going to drink that, rather than, I would like a refreshing drink that happens to taste of coffee. But that's really rich and dark. I'd say that's a dark roast, but I know, the amount, the kind of, you can sense how much caffeine's in it, so it probably isn't. It even specifically says high caffeine content, which is really kind of interesting. So yeah, for £3, that's not bad. I'm not impressed by the price points of cold brew overall at the moment, but I think that's because it's not widely available. I'm sure, certain chains are doing cold brew and they might be slightly cheaper. And, if it's, for smaller coffee businesses, I don't mind paying that little bit more. But yeah, so it's hitting that regular price point of cold brew. It's a really nice cold brew, actually, really kind of rich and there's a heavy sense of, I just don't know. It's not bitter. What would you say about that? It's got kind of really dark undertones to it. This kind of nice richness to it. It's almost like drinking. This is going to sound absurd, but like like a heavier whiskey or something. There's something to it that's it's not a direct comparison, but there's tones to it that you go, yeah, that's really kind of nice and strong, and it's an interesting flavour to say the least. It's not one that, you know, for the occasional coffee drinker, you have to like coffee to like that. That's a really nice, strong, bold coffee taste. But there's something in your kind of brain that goes, no, that this watery liquid that's, you know, not warm, you know, that you just got out of the fridge should not taste that much like coffee. So it's an interesting juxtaposition there, but it's a really nice one. So I think if you can get a hold of this, it's definitely worth a try, because I think those of you with kind of that kind of dark coffee sense, there's more. There's not a strong acidity to it, but there's definitely something about it, kind of quite not earthy, but it packs a punch, to say the least. That's one thing I will say about cold brews. They don't tend to have a lot of acidity, or that kind of acidic floral notes. They tend to be on the lower of the spectrum, kind of really kind of deep bassy notes. That's going to sound absurd to those not in the know, but you know, others are kind of going to go, oh, yeah, I know what he's talking about. It doesn't kind of dance on the tip of your tongue. It hits you in the back of the throat. That's what I'm getting at. And I think if you enjoy that, this is for you. So, like I said, £3 from Tap Coffee, TAP Coffee, in Wardour Street in Soho, London. I don't know if this is sold anywhere else. I do know they have a website, which is deptcoffee.com. Oh, no, deptcoldbrew.com. DEPT coldbrew.com, all one word, where you can probably buy them. But yeah, we picked ours up in a day out in London. So if you're about Wardour Street, why not check it out? Thanks a lot. Bye.